All right, we're going to go to Madupe Udewu at Collins-Rhodes Elementary School, and that is where Hiawayi went to school, and that's where counselors have been on the scene all morning long. And Madupe, I do not envy you for that assignment because that is a tough place to be right now.
It is. It's a very tough place to do. You know, we're journalists, but we're also human, and it's just really, really, really sad just to find out this news that, you know, she has been confirmed that her body was found, and just to see all the people's lives that she's impacted just at 8 years old. I actually just saw Superintendent Martha Peak a few minutes ago walk in. She was going in to speak with her staff and some of the students there just to kind of calm them down and help them. And also they are sending more counselors over. You know, when we were there earlier, the counselors were wrapping up, but now they're going to stay much longer. She tells us they want to keep class and school in session because she believes that having the students there and the staff there with the counselors will kind of help everyone cope with what they've just learned. They're also going to have school tomorrow and send over more counselors as well all throughout the day to help the students and the teachers here because, you know, a lot of them have grown to love Hiawayi. They tell me such good things about her, so many great memories about her. She was a leader and a very bubbly personality. And so there's just a lot that they're dealing with right now. As I mentioned earlier, counselors were going classroom to classroom. And one thing that was interesting that they gave the students was there was a wall that they had in the classrooms where they could write down their worries, and they gave them different tips on how to cope, taking a minute vacation in your mind, thinking happy thoughts, you know, writing down your feelings. And some of those tips that they just learned maybe 2 hours ago, they're definitely going to have to use right now, Darwin.
And I think parents, too, when they get their child home, this is going to be a very difficult thing for them to have to talk about with their children today, but I'm afraid they're going to have to and probably should because if this was a random abduction, if it was that, and we don't know right now, it just drives the point home that children are vulnerable and they have to be vigilant and we have to be vigilant. I'm sure there's a lot of talk in the classroom. Well, maybe not today, but there will be in the days to come.
Oh, yes, for sure. And that's actually, you know, one of the things that I learned about Hiawayi while I was at the school was that she wasn't afraid to speak her mind. You know, she had a very strong personality. She was a leader. And if she felt like something was up or was wrong, she wasn't afraid to say something. And so this girl was just full of life. And, you know, my heart just goes out to the family, to the parents, and to everyone who knows her, you know, and all the people who are working this case as well.
I think we're finding out, and you're in a good place to find a little bit more of who she was and the person that she could have become. And I think that's another thing that really hits home is when you start thinking about the potential that a child has and what they could have offered the world. And you've lost that. We've all lost that. That's a loss that we all share, not just the family. So that's something that we'll be keeping out. We'll look forward to hearing from you a little bit later on today, Madupe, and good luck with that story. That's going to be a difficult one to report, but one that we'll be watching for a little bit later today. Once again, if you just joined us, we have found out that the body of 8-year-old Hiawayi Robinson has been found about a 3-minute drive on Rebel Road, Turner Avenue area in Prichard, about 3 minutes drive from the place where everyone was looking. You're seeing a shot there of where the body was found. This is an overhead view. Courtesy of Google Maps, and that gives you an idea. It's a very industrial area, not a lot of homes there, no reason for a child to be there, especially her age, and a place that would be frightening to a child, I imagine. But she was found just a little bit before noon or around noon. We're going to be trying to nail down those timelines just a little bit later on our evening newscast, so we're hoping for a bit different outcome. Let's see a little direction here. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's also take a look at what we've got to do now. This is something really important here. We have got to play a role in determining what happens next, and that is looking at those pictures, having the courage, and I'll say it again, the courage to call the FBI. This was something that really caught my attention a little bit earlier today when the special agent with the FBI was talking during a live interview just a little bit earlier today. He said that someone knows something out there, someone needs to call and let us know, and someone will have to have the courage to call. And it does take courage to call. You may very well know what happened to this little girl, and you're afraid. be more afraid not to call, because if this girl was a victim of foul play, then another child could be the victim of foul play. Another child could be victim to this person or persons that could be responsible for what happened to little Hiawayi. So if you don't have the courage to call 1-800, call FBI, someone else could suffer, again, this unspeakable horror. 1-800, call FBI. We're going to go live to